Hello everyone and welcome to GM Flux, one of the most popular GMOD maps on the workshop, and I wanted to check it out for myself, and let's have a little bit of exploration. Here we are in some little lab here, on like Half-Life 2-esque lab. We spawned in one of these test chambers and we have broken out. It seems like 7 other people, or 8, 9 actually, have broken out as well, so we're not the only one that has escaped from here. Got some interesting alien noises. We have an opening here that leads into a void very briefly, into something a little bit more familiar. But let's check it out. I kind of like this area, not gonna lie. A little tree, and got some dancing little lights. A stationary sun that is blue, but everything else a white, a blue, green orb, as well as a birdie. Little pigeon flying around. These guys seem pretty cool. They seem pretty chill. Like the music. So this seems to be our hub area, which we have branching places to go. So you know what they say, right is always the right option. So now a door. Slightly foreboding music. Picture of a nice family. Not too sure if the music here is copyrighted. I hope not. Because this is definitely... Hello. Setting the mood. Alright. You have some info, player starts staring at us like we did something. While we didn't exactly cause this over here, we are a witness. So I suppose we did do something. I will say the music is very nice. Got like a opposing incliner. A room. A block of water that we can swim in. A cube of a no draw texture. But this is not actually a no draw texture because we wouldn't be able to see it. Have some weird thing here. This one kind of reminds me of like a what is used in like the Half-Life 2 teleporter. And then we have two buddies here watching some TV. And whatever this thing is.
So cute.
I do like these shadow cubes. They're kind of cool. Although it reminds me of that one Minecraft mod, the horror one. G-Man face. What are you doing? You don't see anything. A painting of Jam Construct. Now, it kind of just looks like one of those Super Mario 64 paintings that you can just like jump into. Doesn't look like it's working right now. Maybe we'll try again later. This one's nice. A fan meetup of TF2 cosplayers doing the A pose. I think it would always be fun to see TF2 cosplayers in the wilds. Got a kitty. I love these kind of kitties. I don't know what breed they are, but they always have like that 3 face. They're so cute. This guy getting chomped. Happens to everybody. Shut up. My dad works for Valve. I will use your decomposing corpse for a model texture. In reference to that corpse guy over there. Looks like we got some friends here in the elevator. And then we have a Kingpin running up some stairs. We got the Heavy being a barber to the monkey. And we have a wet cat. Another potential name for this painting is Car Wash. It looks like we're done with this area. And back into the hub. I know this is a fake door, but it's a real door. Okay. Are these walls real? Okay. So I did not expect to go in here, although it doesn't look like there's anything here. But maybe there'll be something there in the future. Next room. We have a staircase. Like that one SCP, the staircase. I don't remember the numbers. Hopefully it's not that. It's not infinite, and we have reached the bottom. We have our umbrella friend here. What's going on with you? looks to be our exit, so it takes us outside. Or fake outside, rather. God is dead. We'll keep up and just go right. We'll try these texture doors. Apparently the one in the hub was real. Who knows, this one might be real as well. My door is flying away into the void. And it's gone. I don't know if we'll die. We can cross into here. All right. I guess we did die. Let us return back. All right, so I know not to go down over there again. We will meet our demise, so let's go to the left. Sometimes right is not always right. We have a hole here. Let's try this door. Okay, this one actually does go somewhere. Similar music as the other area, although it doesn't look that welcoming. Got a off-white room, a window. Let's try door number 2. Okay, the white room now has a blue wall. Same window. I also think it's very interesting that it's like as if the door doesn't exist. The light casts onto the wall. Like there's nothing blocking it. Alright, now we got the blue on the window as well as the opposite side of the window. I wonder what this will build up to. Every wall besides the door is blue, and the top and the bottom. This time the ceiling is blue. Now it's a two-tone, blue everywhere. Now the ceiling plus the window and away from the window. Next. The opposite of the last room. I don't know where you're gonna find the blue room. So all blue except the floor. I actually like this one the most. So far, anyway. Window is missing, but we get a singular striped wall. Blue door. Horizontal stripes. And blue door. Now we have like these blue, what do you call these? My brain wants to say slants, but that's not what these are called. So, let us head on back. Now we're back out here. I believe these are all fake doors, so the only place left to go is this space hole. Different from the void hole, but just like James Sunderland, I guess we're gonna be jumping in the holes. Well, I guess it wasn't a good idea to jump in that hole. We're back here. The east wing has been conquered. Now we go to the north. What is this? We have the space here. I definitely think we'll die again if we jump into another space hole. Got a bunch of floating clocks as well as a little doll. Pretty cute, all things considered. Seems to connect to another void area. Oh, this one seems to have multiple directions. All right, let's go right again. A room that is a fake outside. Calming yet artificial with the clouds merely as wallpaper and nothing more. And then the fake audio of birds just layered onto it, simulating nature, as artificial as it may be. It definitely reminds me of the several casinos in Las Vegas. They have on the ceiling a fake texture of clouds. Not sure why exactly. We know we're in a building. Why need to have a fake, not even simulation of clouds? It's just the wallpaper that never moves, much like these ones. I wonder why that is. Not all casinos have it, but some do. It's a weird touch. A miniature town. And we get to play as the role of a giant. A titan, if you will. Nothing too eye-catching in here, except for the fact that some of these things have ridiculously big hitboxes. Got me stubbing my toe. Good thing I don't need to loop any killers in here. Got another void area. So it seems like we're gonna find ourselves in several of these mini areas. We're gonna just stay going right. A hallway that keeps turning. Ah, okay. One of these infinite ones, as indicated by the Mario 64 music. Not too sure where to go. I don't know if this is truly infinite. Seems we are stuck in this loop. What if we go in reverse? It didn't work that first time we tried it. Yeah, enough of that room. You know, now that I think about it, how did Bowser cause that to happen? I mean, obviously it was a game-related thing in Mario 64, where if you try to progress too far to get to the last level without earning the stars needed to even get there, it would be a looping staircase until you actually got enough stars to actually progress to the end of the game, just to kind of prevent players from beating the game too early. But from a in-universe explanation, how did Bowser do that? All right, I don't like the sound of this room. Oh, that is a drop for sure. Well, guess the only place to go is down. Jumping in holes always a great idea, right? All right, let's go. Oh! Well, at least we didn't die. We came out of this vent this time. All right, back in this similar hallway. Let us go to the last area on this branch. Like a waiting room? Interesting. Two houses. I'm assuming they're mirrored. And leads into a hallway. Is this the same hallway? No, it's a different one. All right, so it's like a shower area. Got some dolls. I wonder, are these like a collectible thing? Hello? Maybe I should be collecting these things. So far we've seen 3 of them. I'll keep these 2 here. If we see another one, then I will definitely start collecting. I wonder if we put him in that little room in the hub, into that fake building. Oh. Interesting. So we're in the outside, the same outside that exists with the floating colors. So this one is at least part of the same plane of reality. If we are to think that these different rooms are different realities. Merely connected by a colorful void. We're gonna go on this far one first. What is this, a boxing ring? Oh, it definitely is. I remember doing one of these in TF2 as heavies or heavy boxing with the KGB. Now, what is this? Looks to be blocked by a layer of glass, so we cannot get through here. But some trade maps would have this in TF2. I believe some players would even put items on the table to whoever won the heavy boxing match. What a cool time TF2 was. We have a ball pit. Oh, let's jump right on in. And we have a ball pit on the ceiling as well. And go up these slides. Now here's a shower thought. Is it still considered a slide if you have no means of getting to the other side to actually slide down it? They're in a foggy outside. We got a graveyard. I don't believe I've ever seen this model of a headstone. Because it's a graveyard, it's implied that people are buried here, but when you take into the context of reality, who is buried here? Trying to interact with some of the things here. Make sure I'm not missing anything, but looks merely just for looks. I really appreciate the music used in all of these spaces. It really drives the atmosphere. It's super cool. And this area is just silly. So let's get right on to the next one. So leaving that little branch, let's go over here into the center. Also connects to a few other areas, but let's check out this first one. It's like a city. Look at that. Like offices. I will say, like zooming into it and kind of just peering into those spaces, even though it's kind of just all the same, it gives me a weird feeling. I'm intuitively understanding like the scale of it all when taking a closer look at it. And it just feels so much more massive when looking into it zoomed in. Oh, this is cool. Very, very cool. I'm assuming it goes back into the same hallway. Let's check this out. At first thought, I thought of a cafe. We're kind of just sitting, hanging around. We got this space outside with a little area we can go into. We got a pistol. We can't pick it up. I wonder if we will need a gun in the near future. First aid. A lot of doors to go into. Guess we'll go to the one that's most illuminated. It looks again one of those looping rooms. Oh no, this looks more like the mirrored room. This one's more than just that, it's outside. Except in a white void rather than a dark one. It's interesting how the colors really changes things psychologically in terms of feeling. Both exists as voids, just nothingness. Seemingly infinite nothingness. However, the dark void feels oppressive. Yet, this white void seems calming. I doubt there's really anything in here, but let's go for a little swim. Do they have safety guards for me? They do. I can't just swim off the edge. Hop in my brand new boat. Take it for a drive into nothing. All right, let's head back inside. Let's try this door. Oh, this one's very colorful. I believe these are probably locked. Yep. And the only one that would be unlocked is going to be that purple door. But why not just check the other ones just in case? The very last door. Looks to be like some sort of break room, but also there's a cash register here. Let me get a crowbar for this one. I wanted to see if that one was breakable because, like, out of everything in this room, that wooden wall piece looked very out of place. Alright, let's try this room here with the little person. Little bedroom. But they fake outside. I can break it, but I can't jump in it. Let us check the first aid room. Oh. Might as well charge up. These guys definitely seen better days for sure. Oh, this is odd. A mirror room. But also I can kind of see something to my right. Actually, no, it's just a hole in the map. In between the mirror. So we'll just keep on going. See what else is in store for us. I really wonder how big this map is. Oh, this is a little dark. Got the creepy music. Let's get a drink. Some Alpine Sweat. My favorite. What is this? Little parkour segment. I almost thought this was like a portal test chamber. Good thing I did those just jump maps in Minecraft years ago. Are these all Alpine Sweat? Oh, this one's water. I prefer this one. Because we traveled such a far area, I don't want to jump in that. Just in case I die. I would have to do a lot of walking. Alright, so it seems to be a mirrored room. Although it doesn't quite mirror what's going on up here. Oh, now that's interesting. Hello, Melon. Oh, blood. It's almost like this area became like a 2D area. Like we're some sort of like 2D character walking around. Oh, okay. I do see what happens when I fall down into the void. Now where are we? A car has broken into the wall. And we're back here. Except on this side. Interesting. We pretty much made it like a circle around. Some sort of showers. For some reason, I'm getting very surprised on the amount of pull doors that are available here in this weird dimension. This one goes down. Let's stay on this level for now. Or not. It brings us back to the hub area. Alright, let's actually go down. The little club. With just little bleachers on the side. Which I think is interesting for a club setting, to have bleachers. So, I guess we'll go straight. I believe there was an area over here. It brought us onto the main branch, but then we took the left path. So let's go back over here and go straight. And let's see what awaits us. Oh, we were here before. We were over there. Okay, so we kind of have been everywhere then. Yeah, because we took down that path. And we're here. Okay, so we have kind of been everywhere. Alright then. Okay, I don't know why I missed this whole area. I noticed when flying around, like, I didn't recognize any of the areas over here, so let's see what awaits us. This is one little messed up house. What's going on here? Brown node. We got a info player start just on the ground. A weird tunnel over there. Something happened. Kind of reminds me of like when you make a house in sandbox mode and then have one of the mini nuke weapons go off and your construction kind of gets all weird if it doesn't fly around. All right, let's see what this is. Oh, this is trippy. Or we're away from that. I was half expecting to be able to throw that TV out the window like in Half-Life 2. Got a skull here. Little skull buddy. What was that in the mirror? Oh, I just see what this room is. A flipped version of that other one. If your head wasn't hurting before, now my brain's trembling. This seems to be it. How do I get out of here? Oh. It's a ladder. That's pretty clever. Okay, I didn't notice it until I no-clipped, but a secret bookcase. Oh, looks like a fun room. Oh, it is fun. Even has a mirror in here, like a VR chat type room. You always got to have a mirror. All right, that's enough of that. Now I just noticed when I walk through here, the doorway actually disappears entirely. If I were to close this, the door becomes hidden. Oh, I had it and then I lost it. Yeah, the door becomes hidden, but you can't even see the exit. So in pursuit of the fun room, you get trapped in there. The dance for eternity. Bunch of doors that don't open. But some door textures that do look like this can open. So even though they don't have a knob on them, that doesn't mean they should be trusted that they don't open. Why not just try them all? All right, looks like this is the only one. Kind of reminds me of that one scene in Nightmare House 2 where you went into the sewer. Let's play the stall game. Good thing they didn't have creepy music playing over that bathroom part. I would have been a little bit more hesitant to open those bathroom stalls. We got a little bit of nature in this room. Oddly calming. It's kind of like a scaled down, like, foresty area. Trees that are normally large and towering are very small. Just a room that is just a pool. No interesting music to accompany that one. But interesting music here. And the path is just this green dirt. There's several paths that we can take here. I guess we'll go here on the right. This area is pretty big. So even though there's sectioned off rooms, this is all still the same universe. Is this like a maze? What's going on here? Dead end definitely is acting like a maze. Not too sure if any of these doors really lead anywhere. Yeah, nothing. Even though it's not exactly a dead end, it still led to nowhere, so It was just a slightly more dressed up dead end. Alright, we're back here. What is this? A little parkour? I did it. You know what this reminds me of? This could, like, this sort of aesthetic, even architecture. Like, this probably would be fitting of like a surf map. From an area with loud music to now a slightly windy tunnel. Now we come into here. What is this? Water's kind of like splashing by itself. It sounds a little bit more airy here, despite being indoors. That goes down. I don't know what was causing the little splishy splashy in the water just then. Perhaps a water monster down there that I cannot see. Looks like I'm gonna have to face it anyway. Bunch of rocks. Now we're back here. Interesting. We do have a little hallway, a void hallway, that takes us out of this area. What is this, a train? Moving vehicles. Let's hurry right across. Don't want to get ran over. I don't see anything down there. I think it's safe to assume that that is all. Okay, so we emerge from the underside. Where did this one go? Okay, right here. The loud music room. So let's try going down to the lower level here on the left. really alien sounding here. A ladder that goes down. Into somewhere else. Oh. We have quite the choices here. Another ladder. Elevator. Alright. The elevator doesn't work. Let's head down this hallway. We have area with a broken path that kind of like breaks into the void. I don't know. Here, let me try this brick. Can I fall down? Oh yeah. And bad things happen when you fall down. Right, so we'll head over to the right first. Into the red room. This ladder goes up. This is a void. Oh. Interesting. Let me see this. This might be a bad idea, but... Oh. We're bouncy. Okay, there is a ladder here to catch us. So that's good. Whee! Oh! Nice. Pretty cool. I like the attention to detail to have a brick here to test this little room here. It definitely visually is a different room than we're used to seeing because the light on the edges actually extend all the way to the bottom, where typically it is just a black void. What is this? Just a little grassy area. A brick room with a button. Well, let's just press the red button. At first I thought it was an elevator, but it is a staircase. Interesting. Now, what is this? Like a small office area? Suddenly I have clocked in for work. Oh. This guy had his brains blown out. I move this. Doesn't look like there's anything over here. I'm gonna lie, that dead body kind of surprised me because I don't think we've seen any sign of other people other than the very beginning. What does this button do? I guess to extend the stairs downward if it was put up. Oh, please don't be a void. Okay. We have a toilet, laundry machine, sink, and a headstone. What does any of this mean? I have no idea. We have a tunnel that goes nowhere. A car falling into the ground. Seems to be like a street to a apartment complex. From a distance, it kind of reminds me of the GM construct. I doubt I'll be able to go into any of these. Yeah, this doesn't go anywhere, so unfortunately this is the end of the line on this branch. So let's head on back. Back in the red room. So there's this ladder here that goes up. This one really goes up. Cue Snake Eater.
I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Nothing but a skull. Is this it? It's literally just a skull. What if we smack it with the crowbar? I suppose it really is just a dead end. Back down we go. So that's this branch done. Let's go over to this normal looking door. Huh. Was this door here the whole time? Honestly, I never noticed that door. I guess because the allure of this void over here distracted me or took my attention. Wow. Had no idea that was there. So let's go this area and carefully walk across. Oh, don't drop. All right. And we're over here. Wait a minute, we've been here. Yeah, this is the... Oh, we just went back around. We avoided this area and we went upstairs. This area, yeah. But we didn't go through here. Another one of these rooms where it's kind of like a world, but we are much more larger than the environment that is depicted here. Very harsh contrast to what this room is. Nature and the bright blue sky. with the next door being a void with a single spotlight. How not inviting this feels. So that's the... We've been in this hallway before. That's... This is just a branch of the grasslands. Yeah, look at that. Oh. And we're back here. So I believe we went through everywhere we needed to explore in this map. So, with this door, I walk into here. We are back in the lab. So, it looks like we have reached the conclusion of GM Flux. Now, let us... Wait, let me... So now we are back to the very beginning of where we started. It's kind of the same thing, you know? Alright. So since we are back in the starting area, it looks like we have finally completed GM Flux. Now, let me go to my favorite area, do the outro. Actually, before we end the video, I noticed this area when I was flying through no clip. We're gonna go take a peek on what's going on this side of the map. What is this? Smithfield's Saloon. Rooms, meals, barbers. Looks like we can actually go into here. Look at this. This is so nice. It's probably one of the nicest areas in this map. Feels very homey. I can totally see this being like a hangout spot. Maybe if we had a bit more like chairs around, tables. This is cool. This is a little weird. We have Shadow of Drinks along the White Void. I don't really like the muddy sounds out here. That was pretty cool. Let's go into this hallway with the, I guess, kind of eye. It's like a little spiral. I believe we've seen a similar sort of structure in Eclipsium. A trippy game that was. That was the first game series that I played on the channel. Feel free to check that one out. What is this? Another door? Oh. This is like a town. But then halfway through, reality sort of breaks into this weird void that we're pretty much used to seeing now. The tree coming out of the void growing with the little lights that we're also a bit familiar with seeing. As if the tree itself is a product of the void. Alright, this is gonna be rough. No! Oh. Time to make our way back over there. Okay, round 2. I do have an add-on that augments the movement of my character. So making the jumps is a little harder. Oh, I did the same exact thing again. Dang it. Third time's the charm. Let's go for a different approach. This square. Nice. We almost did not make it. One block at a time. Gonna go for the safer route. Right, one more jump. You have a slice of pizza? Or rather, a whole pizza, kind of just sitting on this corner. Oh, somebody in here? Oh, it's these dead guys. Just having a drink at the end of the world. All right. Spinning cube. With 4 quadrants of different rooms. Wonder if anything happens if I walk into that. Only one way to find out. Oh. Nothing happens. So now, I think we are done. Let me just do one more final no clip and see what else we missed, if anything. It is a orange map. Shadow control, light underscore environment, obsolete. Looks like a room just for dev textures. Doesn't really see much in here. Here's another room. Kind of reminds me of a school. Interesting hallway. Different colors. And this goes directly back into this kind of grassy area. This one goes down to the bathroom. Also, no clipping around. I found this. The developer signature gold brick. Nice work, my friend. So we are back here This particular spot is my favorite out of the bunch. It really speaks something to me. I know I mentioned it earlier already, but just I can sense the scale of this area. And everyone has their own particular liminal space that they personally enjoy. This one, I think I resonate with a decent amount. So what do I think of this map? I really enjoyed it. This was quite the adventure. The developer Goldbrick did such an amazing job in just incorporating a lot of just weird, interesting areas to just walk through and explore. He did make another map called GM Flux 2, which I eagerly will record a video on. I just really enjoy kind of just experiencing these maps, and I plan to do so much more in the future. This is my first one of the first exploration videos that I'm doing for the channel, but I can just sense that this type of activity to do in a video game is such a video game thing. This is something that we're able to go into these virtual worlds and really experience the artistic creativity that people are capable of. I don't know if I'm articulating this the best way, but this is only something that can be done in a video game, is what I'm trying to get at. So I feel like this sort of exploration thing is very special to me. So I plan on doing a whole lot more. These are fun to do, and I hope that it is enjoyable for you to watch. I hope you thought this video was relaxing and entertaining enough. So thank you guys for being along here on my journey, not only through this map, but through YouTube as well. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below what map that you want to see me explore in the future. I have a few of them that I want to take a look at, but please let me know if there's something. If you know something, leave a comment down below. I hope to see you all on the next video. Bye-bye.